Okay, so if you need help with number 12, 12 is a little bit different than the Punnett square problems we were doing because it doesn't really have any Punnett squares in it. It's kind of like this story about a family, and you have to figure out the genotypes based on the information. Okay, so let's start reading. In humans, tongue rolling is dominant over non-rolling. So let's go ahead and define our alleles. So I'm going to use a capital T. Actually, I'm going to use an R. I'm going to use an R for a roller, a tongue roller, and then I'm going to use a little r for a non-roller. Okay. So I think the best thing to do when you get a problem like this is highlight every person in a different color. So we have a non-roller man. So this non-roller man, if non-rolling is recessive, that means his genotype has to be little r, little r. So the non-roller man, his genotype is little r, little r. Okay, we'll do one more together, and then I think you'll have the hang of it. Let's keep reading. So both of his parents were able to roll their tongue. Okay, so both of his parents could roll their tongue. So if they could roll their tongue, that means that they were rollers. They have to have a capital R. Now, in the problem, go look at it in green up here. Does it say anything about them being homozygous or heterozygous? It doesn't. So this is a tricky problem because it doesn't tell us what this second letter is, but we can use the information here to figure it out because that is their son. And you get a letter from each parent. So that means if they had a non-rolling son, the only way they could have done that is by each being a heterozygous. So they gave their son two little r's, making him a non-roller. Okay, so you're going to keep doing this. Again, I recommend using a highlighter for each person. So for example, if you keep reading, the non-tongue rolling man has a child with a tongue rolling woman. So next you will do the tongue rolling wife's genotype, and you'll keep going. I will give you one hint for this problem. Sometimes you do not have enough information to determine what the second letter is for somebody that is dominant. So if it says that they're a tongue roller and you don't have enough information to know what the second letter is, it could be this or it could be this. And if you don't know, you have to leave it blank. You cannot just assume what that second letter is. So I will give you that piece of information. If you think there's not enough information to figure out what that second letter is, you can do a question mark just like I did, or you can write either or like that. So again, if you don't think there's enough information, make sure you leave it blank. Don't just assume. Okay, I hope this helped.